humanitarian law. We continue to assess that. That continues to be our finding. And with the events that many in this House have continued to raise rightly, we continue to make those assessments and include all of those events in those assessments. On the French conference, the French-Saudi conference in June, we of course continue to talk with all of our partners. As I said in my previous answer, this is a period for diplomacy. This is a period where a ceasefire is desperately needed, and it is diplomacy that will get us through to the next stage.
Frith. Question number 2, Mr. Speaker.
Secretary of State.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. The UK welcomes the commitments made by India and Pakistan to pause any further military action. Given our strong and close relationships with both countries, the UK stands ready to work with both sides to make a lasting ceasefire a reality.
James Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On Saturday, I met constituents in Bury North with deep family roots in Pakistan, Kashmir, including relatives in Mirpur, Kotli, Bimba, Lahore and Gujarat. There's growing anxiety within this community in Bury about the potential for this conflict to escalate once again. Whilst I praise the efforts of the British government in securing a ceasefire, given the UK's historic ties to the region, will the Minister assure the House that the government will continue its diplomatic efforts and dialogue to ensure lasting peace, including the vital protection of water access under the Indus Water Treaty, which must not be weaponised in any escalation?
Well, I'm very grateful to my honourable friend. Can I say that we do recognise and understand that the situation in India and Pakistan is deeply unsettling for over 3 million UK British nationals that stem from those two countries with which we have deep relationships. Can I say that I have spoken to my Indian and Pakistani counterparts 4 times, both of them since this crisis came underway, and obviously I stay in close touch with Secretary of State Rubio, my counterparts in Saudi Arabia and UAE particularly, again, nations that have relationships with both countries. We will do all we can, and we encourage both India and Pakistan to maintain their commitment to hard-won areas of diplomatic cooperation like the Indus Water Treaty.
Bob Black.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Following the terrorist attack on the 22nd of April, India and Pakistan engaged in military activity, and India hit 9 terrorist bases. Now there's a fragile peace, which of course is still being negotiated today. What efforts is the Foreign Secretary making to ensure that the terrorist bases are removed from Pakistan-occupied Kashmir?
Well, let me be clear that the horrendous terrorism that we saw, 26 nationals stripped and shot, was horrific. And we condemn it, and we will continue to work with close partners to deal with these terrorist threats. He's right. All of us have to lean in now and ensure that we are supporting efforts on both sides to deal with horrendous terrorism. That is what, in the end, will maintain an enduring peace.
Imran Hussain.
Mr. Speaker, and the reality remains that the international community has failed to act on the plight of the Kashmiris for over 7 decades, from the revocation of Article 370 and 35A, stripping Jammu and Kashmir of its special status, to the mass arrests and political repression in one of the most militarised zones in the world. The attacks on Kashmiri human rights and civil liberties are intolerable. So I say to the Minister, if we are serious about human rights and long-term peace and stability in the region, then the central issue of Kashmir cannot be ignored any longer and must now get the attention it deserves. So will he today reaffirm our unwavering commitment to the birthright to self-determination for the sons and daughters of Kashmir?
Well said.
Well, look, let me once again condemn the terrorism that we saw that begun this crisis, and remind the House that since 1947 there have been 6 conflicts and 3 wars between these two great countries. The long-standing position of the UK is that it is for India and Pakistan.